And welcome back to the final round of the Grace Master of Taste Junior Cook-Off. And the teams here are ensuring that they're not outdone by the other. And the white team and the yellow team trying to battle here. They're trying to see who will go to Jamaica for a 2-week internship at a Sandals resort. It is a culinary internship. The second place team is going to get a laptop, computer for each participant as well. And it's been exciting, it's been riveting stuff so far. And you can sense now the urgency as we begin to count the clock down. They're preparing a main course. They have now got 40 minutes for the first time in this competition, and let's get Valma to weigh in. 40 minutes is a very long time for a main course.
Yes, it is, but if you don't move fast enough, then it will run off just as quick. You must have a sense of urgency. You know, it's always best to be ahead of the clock than the clock ahead of you. You know, it's best to have your food almost there, then you can tweak it at the end of the 40 minutes. Then wait until the 40 minutes to start rushing. And as soon as you say 15, 16 minutes has done, then they start moving with some urgency. Should have been doing it a long time ago, but it's interesting to see what will come out of this.
Yeah, well, 17 minutes have gone now, and I'm hearing something sizzling in the kitchen, so that's a very good sign. It looks like they're starting to prepare, and they're going to perhaps start plating on time so that something decent can come on the plate to you guys. These teams have had practice before. They've been using a 30-minute count time, so they should be a little more comfortable at this stage of the competition with 40 minutes to them. So a lot more planning going into what is done rather than the teams moving disconnectedly. I'm seeing some red wine being poured now into one of the dishes. Fantastic. A red wine always makes the menu so much better, Marilla, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And it's great to see them integrating the ingredients from the Grace basket into the meal already. So it'll be interesting to see the flavors that come out of it. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Something is beginning to smell very nice, Pringles. The kitchen is smelling nice. I think we are getting to a point where we're going to be excited. We're about to have a party here.
I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, like I said earlier, I got here and I came here hungry, so I'm waiting. I came hungry.
I didn't know that Grace Kennedy had a Grace jerk pepper sauce. That's lovely. Marilla, you would have presided over several Sunday dinners. Have you ever used the Grace jerk pepper sauce?
Yeah, it's a new addition to the line, so we've only recently, but it's delicious. It's delicious.
Wow, fantastic.
For those who like it spicy,
well,
you know, it depends on how much you put. So it'll be interesting to see how they balance the addition of the pepper sauce with the lamb, because the lamb has a very delicate flavor, so you wouldn't want to mask that flavor.
Yeah, what's happening here now is that we've got less than 10 minutes left in this competition, and lots of hustle and bustle in the kitchen. They sense the urgency, they know that they've got to hustle now. Valma, should they be plating at this point?
No, they still have some time.
But they still have some time?
To play around there. They still have some time to play around.
And what have you observed so far about their technique and their approach to this?
They're a lot more comfortable, a lot more relaxed. You can see where they're smiling and having fun, which is what it's supposed to be. You know? So I'm impressed so far. It seems like they really took our advice.
You were impressed? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. It's a good day today.
This is a calm before the storm, so let's see what happens at the end of it.
In the earlier rounds, one word of advice we gave them over and over and over was to keep it simple. Don't get too complicated because it takes up a lot of time. So I'm looking to see which team has paid attention to that word of advice. And we just want it simple and tasty, and that will work for us.
So simplicity is the call from the judges. Keep it simple. Let's see how the teams are going to do. Marilla, are you having fun with your debut on this show?
Yeah, no, it's great so far. So far, I mean, we're looking out for presentation and taste. So, you know, we're eager to see what comes to the table, and we're eager to taste.
All right, and then Quincy, who has got some culinary professional experience, he did say to me that he worked at a major hotel in the islands north. Some of you may know him as just Quincy. Tell us very quickly. You are having fun, but what have you observed so far? Tell us about what you've observed.
You need to impress me with the color, all right? Because as far as I'm concerned, the first step to even tasting something is loving to see that thing. All right, I need to see what is going on, and as far as I'm seeing, it's looking very, very good.
and the kitchen smells absolutely delicious. And I think that we're in for a treat now. Lots of hustle and bustle. The contestants know that we are down to the final moments. In fact, Team Yellow is plating right now. They're actually plating, and they seem to have some advantage on the other team. The white team is still trying to get it all together, and it's a good sign that one team is actually plating 5 minutes before the time, Valmore.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. Now's a good time to start plating and the last touch up and clean your plates up and make sure your position is there, and make sure, like I said before, we eat with our eyes, so make sure it's the colors and the blending of the colors and sauces and all that stuff goes well.
Well, the white team look like they're under some pressure. They're running around. It's a psychological advantage if your competitor is actually plating and you're still in the fire. Less than 2 minutes left. We're into a minute and some seconds now on the clock, and it is going to be very, very difficult for them to come from behind. They're going to have to keep their nerves calm, and they're going to have to try their best to come from behind and win this competition. Well, Morella, it's just about a minute to go, a minute and some seconds, and the guests are ready to come over. And you're on the white team, and you still haven't got your meal together. You would be very nervous as a woman, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. But no, I mean, definitely they're trying their best to play so that they can serve the judges so that we can do the tabulation of the scores. But the yellow team right now has a clear advantage on time management.
On time management, note she didn't say taste or presentation because she hasn't seen it just yet. But they are still fighting. They've got some seconds left. We're going to start counting down in the last 10 seconds in just a moment. I'm just waiting on the signal from the timekeeper. Before we start counting down the last a few moments of the show, we're going to do a 10 countdown, and I'm just waiting on the timekeeper to tell me when. But it's a lot of hustling and bustling. The white team is trying to keep its nerves because they are clearly way behind the yellow team, whom seem to have it together. They're far more composed, and in fact now the timekeeper has says the final 10 seconds has left. So now here we go. It's 9, it's 8, it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the time. That's it. All of the teams now have to leave their stations, and regardless of what's on their plate, they're going to have to bring it to the judges. The judges are the one who will have the final say as we come to the end of this aspect of the competition. When we come back, we're going to have the judges taste and their deliberations. You're going to find out what they think when we come back just after this.